So this feels like a softball for you. Would a CBDC provide useful new policy options for policymakers?
No.
Would you like to expand on that?
No, I just don't see the use of a CBDC for what everybody was advocating for. Nothing. I mean, I'll give you an example. I gave this speech in August of 21 where I said, what is the major problem this thing is solving? And why is a CBDC and only a CBDC the answer to fixing that problem? Nobody asked that question. And then every central bank in the world at that point had to start asking that question. And really, other than the People's Bank of China and the ECB, everybody else said, yeah, we don't need one. And it's just kind of stopped. The Bank of England recently said, yeah, we're not going to go forward. So once you ask that basic question, and you realize everything works pretty well without it, it's just, there's no reason to spend a lot of money on it.
So you've had some interesting things to say about the concern or claim that if we don't do it in the United States, then that will challenge the reserve status of the dollar. Do you want to?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if there's two types of CBDCs. One is an actual hand-to-hand bearer instrument like a stable coin you could issue by the central bank. That's what the ECB is now starting to contemplate, or what was called an account-based, where you would have an account at your bank and you could have bank money in one account and central bank digital currency in the other one. It's just a different checking account. And I can't see how that's going to lead to global dominance by the People's Bank of China to say, oh, you can have a checking account at the PBOC to pay your electric bill. I don't think that's going to drive it. But a stable coin is more of a hand-to-hand bearer instrument. It looks a lot more like currency. And it'll flow globally 24/7, very easy in large amounts. We're not going to issue anything like that, but that's what private sector stable coins are kind of doing, is providing that type of hand-to-hand currency. Maybe you don't like that, but that is kind of what it is.
And you anticipate that the dollar will be the asset that basically backs a lot of stable coins?
Yeah, stable coins, 99% is US dollar-based stable coins. Tether, Circle are already all thing. And, that's what people around the world want to hold. They want to hold dollar-denominated assets, particularly in countries with kind of bad banking systems, bad financial systems, weak governments. They want to have access to dollar assets that cannot be seized. And that's the beauty of the blockchain and the way these are done. Nobody can take it from you.